Alright, people. Movie review. Here comes the boom with Kevin James. Bas Rutten. About an MMA, it's an MMA movie about a school teacher that Henry Winkler's in it, the music department's failing, this and that. So he has to get money to save the music department, this and that. So Kevin, what's his name? James goes in, and I never knew that Gary Valentine was his brother until this movie. But Kevin James goes and fights in MMA. It's absolutely one of the worst movies I've ever seen. The only reason I actually watched the movie was because I like Bas Rutten. He's one of my favorite fighters. So here comes a boom, a horrible movie. They said Kevin James lost 70 to 80 pounds for that movie. God, you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell one bit. But the movie was downright horrible. If anyone's out there on the brinks about getting her on the fence about getting it, no, it's not even worth a watch. I had to fast forward through most of the movie. So I give that my scale of beastliness. I'll give that a giraffe, because we know giraffes ain't beastly. Okay, End of Watch. Another movie that, everyone's talking about, oh, this is like Training Day, this and that. Number one, this is a movie that I tried watching. It goes from like a documentary type movie from the guy filming with his own camera to trying to be a movie. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It goes all over the place, this and that. For anyone to even compare it to Training Day is a fucking crime in itself. This movie I actually fast forward a lot, but I actually watched more of Here Comes the Boom than I did End of Watch. This movie I had to fast forward a lot more, and I fast forwarded to the end, this and that, and I was just like, whatever. I mean, on my scale of beastliness, I'll give this a kitty cat. It just wasn't, for the hype it had, it was horrible. It wasn't even worth watching. So for anyone to even compare this to Training Day was a crime in itself. So End of Watch, kitty cat rating. Here Comes the Boom, giraffe. My next movie I'm going to get to is Flight with Denzel Washington. Now, you're going to see a movie here that, I will tell you this right now. Starts out, Denzel, didn't see him in a part like this in my life. He's a fucking drug addict, drunk, whatever, cokehead, this and that. He goes on a plane, he flies it. The plane has mechanical failures, but he somehow stares at the safety. 6 passengers died, this and that, and now their airline is being sued. He has a chance to go to prison for like life because he was intoxicated in the toxicology report. So for after the first 20 minutes of the movie, 25 minutes, the next hour of the movie, they just show his life spiraling out of control. He's a belligerent, drunk that don't want no help, this and that. So, I mean, it was kind of like, it wasn't bad, but I mean, it was alright, this and that. It wasn't enough to fast forward to the movie. I did not at one point fast forward to the movie, so that's a good sign. And then towards the last half hour of the movie, it got real good. John Goodman plays a great role in this movie. A little disappointed with the ending. I don't think he should have done what he did. No spoiler, but he did, and it was a good movie. So on my scale of beastliness, I'm gonna give it a tiger. A young cub tiger that's just finding his way through the jungle. But I liked the movie, I enjoyed it. In fact, this is how you know it's a good movie. I could watch it again. Is it as good as it's up there with the likes of it's better than Safe House, I'll tell you that right now. But I'd put it up there a little bit below Book of Eli, because I really enjoyed Book of Eli. The Book of Eli got a fucking lion's share. That motherfucker was good. So I put it up there. In Training Day, a lot of people want me to talk about that. Look, I've seen that movie 100 times already. Great movie. I can't watch it anymore. I've seen it too many times. But The Flight is definitely a good movie worth watching, and I would watch it again. That's how you know it's a good movie. So if you're looking for a movie out of them three, definitely The Flight is the one to go with. Denzel puts together, I think Denzel Washington is the greatest actor of our generation, of our time, to be honest with you. I don't know of any actor out there that's as good as him, besides Gene Hackman, who's my favorite actor. But Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman, Crimson Tide. That motherfucker is the Lion King. That's a badass movie there. One of the greatest movies by Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington's a great actor. Bottom line, if he wasn't in this movie Flight, would it have still been good? Yes, but not nearly as good. Book of Eli, if he wasn't in it, wouldn't have watched it. And that's another thing. Let me talk about Book of Eli real quick. Book of Eli was cursed by the John Hughes or the Hughes brothers. They made the movie. They get no respect in Hollywood. Book of Eli, if you have not seen it, it's a post-apocalyptic town. That's what it's set in, with Gary Oldman, Jennifer Beals, Denzel Washington, and a few other people I don't really know the names of. But I'm going to tell you something about the Book of Eli. It had a twist in that movie that if you look back, you're like, yeah, I can see it. But I had no clue on what was going on, what happened at the end of the movie, was it actually happened. Book of Eli is a fucking beast of a movie. If you're a Denzel fan, or if you're not even a Denzel fan, you just want a good movie to watch, that movie is a beat. I'm going to tell you something right now. Hold up. The greatest part of the movie ever is, what's that girl's name in there? Oh, she's so hot. I forget her name. She was real hot until I found out she was dating Macaulay Culkin. When I found that out, her hot factor went, what the hell's her name? I don't know her name, but I used to know her name, and I can't think of it now. I got a writer's block, a video block. But I can't think of her name, but she is fine. And the girl in that movie, and, you know, I'm going to tell you something, good movie. Read Book of Eli. Between Book of Eli and Flight, the majority of you will go with Flight, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I love Book of Eli. And like I say, it was cursed by the Hughes brothers. They don't get no... If Martin Scorsese or one of these other Hollywood directors made the movie, it would have got brave reviews. But since the Hughes brothers made it, it didn't get the reviews it should have. Book of Eli was a beast. Now, I may start doing more, incorporate more movie reviews in my thing here. Because let's face the facts, I'm getting tired of playing video games. I really don't even enjoy playing video games no more than that. And I have the talent to captivate audiences with my charismatic charm and talent in front of the camera. I might as well portray that because I'm a beast. And you know what else? I got me some hair growing right now. You know why? I'm just too goddamn lazy to put the goddamn razor up. Too lazy to do it. Just too lazy to do it. I got a full head of hair, except it's a little thin up front, this and that, but I don't give a shit. So there's your movie review right now. I don't have a clicker. I got to click it off myself. Anyway, that's your video. Now, a lot of people say, why don't you just edit? Because when you put it in Sony Vegas, it might make the file a little bit bigger. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do it like this. I will get up and end the video like this. Whatever.